Good Friday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and this is your outlook for July 26, 2013. Nothing but clear skies today. We're going with a forecast rating of 10 over our entire area here, and not looking at we're looking absolutely gorgeous today. And we are going to run into some precipitation as we get into, we think, on Sunday. There was some talk about Saturday, but I'm really thinking it's going to be just affecting our western counties here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Let's move ahead to Saturday afternoon, and this is Saturday at 2 p.m. And there's a cold front that's going to be moving in this right back here like this. There's actually a prefrontal piece of energy, prefrontal trough that's going to be sitting out here like this. Both areas are moving east. However, by the time we get to the evening on Saturday here, it only makes it this far to central PA. So it may affect our western counties here. So we're allowing for an isolated thunderstorm, but just in these areas right here. It'll just be like maybe from Williamsport down to, say, York and maybe Harrisburg. Gets into a little bit of it as we get into Saturday evening, but we're really not thinking it's going to be a big deal. And I would take a look at the NAM high res. You can see that clearly here. This is also an 8 p.m. on Saturday, and you can see concentrations over central PA may be getting over to about Harrisburg. So we're going to allow for that, our western areas, to get into some action here, but everybody else pretty much stays high and dry on Saturday, just with an increase of clouds as we head out through the day on Saturday for areas further east. Then we take a look at Sunday here. The system's going to finally move in here. Here's Sunday morning, midday, afternoon. So you got, again, Sunday morning, midday, afternoon, and you have the showers and thunderstorms pretty much concentrated over the eastern part of Pennsylvania and New Jersey with that cold front, and then the cold front may linger early into Monday morning here. Here's the overnight hours. It looks like it's starting to clear out of the European model and push offshore, but we are going to allow for an early morning shower here on Monday before it does finally kick out. And then we have a nice couple days, not looking at much of anything at all until we get another cold front approaches here Thursday, in the Thursday-Friday time frame. Now, one thing I want to point out is we've been sitting under a situation the last week or so, or not even almost a week, where temperatures have been a lot lower. A big upper level trough over the northeast here. What we're thinking is because of that, it's going to remain intact here. The temperatures are going to stay where they have been. We're going to only have temperatures in the 80s for much of the area here, and it's going to stay a lot cooler because of this upper level trough. But what we do think at the end of the period, there is signs that this pattern becomes more zonal, which is more of a west-east flow. So what that does is it's going to move systems in and out faster. You're not going to have this little, cold front get to the coast here and go real slow like it's going to do on Sunday. They'll start to speed up a little bit and then be in and out. And zonal flow allows for at least some warming beyond just the low 80s that we've been expecting for the last couple of days. But that's not until the very end of the forecast period. So we'll see if that does in fact take place. I want to take a look at one other source here. Of course, this is Tropical Storm Dorian is looking like crap this morning. Really not looking like anything at all. And by Eastern PA Weather Authority projections, we thought that this was just going to fizzle out. It would not be a concern. I know there's some sources out there saying that this is going to be, it's going to blow up in a hurricane and come up the coast and all this other nonsense. It's not looking very healthy this morning. It's winds are down to 50 miles an hour. It's getting sheared, running into some dry air, and it's just getting ripped apart. And then you look at the projection now from the GFS that had this thing. This is the forecast from yesterday. Had this thing coming up here just north of the Caribbean islands, and then turning into a hurricane right about here, and then heading up the coastline and possibly affecting the coastline here, or coming close to it. Well, that's no longer the case here. I'll show you the. Give me a second here. I'll show you the next where this thing goes here. You can see Dorian's down here. This is a little circle. You follow along the little circle here. Stays very weak, gets even weaker, hits the islands, and poof, falls apart. Wow. Just like we thought. So again, I'm not sure what all this talk is about this big East Coast storm here. We never had this here. It's running into too much dry air and shear. It's already weak to begin with. So there's really no sense in keeping this thing discussion going about whether or not there's going to be a big hurricane affecting the East Coast here. I really don't think it's going to. I give it about a 5% chance, 1 in 20 shot of doing some kind of redevelopment, but it's not running into a favorable environment right now, and I don't think it's going to amount to anything. It's going to continue across the Atlantic and just fizzle out once it gets to the Eastern Caribbean. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and that is your outlook for Friday, July 26, 2013. Have a great day.